Wind will be more of the issue. In fact, we have some warnings and watches to tell you about in a second. Going to take you out to the Chinook Winds beach camera for starters. You can see a little breeze right there. I'll have another shot for you a little further north that shows a little more of the rain and wind that they're dealing with up there this morning. Right now, though, let's take a look at some of those warnings that we have out there. This area in the red along the coast under a high wind warning until this afternoon, and we'll be looking at winds potentially gusting over 60 miles per hour. Of course, that can knock down some branches, some trees, cause some power outages, things of that nature. Now, the area in the yellow, that will kick in a little bit later on this morning as far as the high wind advisory is concerned. Goes through 3 o'clock this afternoon. We could get 40 to 50 mile an hour gusts coming in here through the valley, and that also could cause some power outages. And also, we're looking over as you get later into the day into central and eastern Oregon, that area highlighted in yellow, the wind advisory there as well. You can see winds gusting 40 to 55 miles per hour. Now take a look at this. The Shiloh wind camera there in Seaside. You can see where they have the water on the lens, where the rain is falling, and it is blowing out there, gusting up to 36 miles per hour right now, and it's just going to get stronger than that as we get a little bit later in the morning. Pretty mild temperature-wise, 57 degrees there. As we go to the radar, we just see the showers mainly offshore, some of that making its way in under the radar sweep, catching those folks there with the rain in Seaside. But then we also see more rain off to the more to the west, but it's moving up into Washington. But we'll be watching this as we go through the day. Nothing really to speak of as we look into central and eastern Oregon just yet. Still early for the rain coming in. So temperature-wise up and down the coast, we're in the mid-50s. We're in the mid to upper 50s for most of the valley. 55 Hood River, 48 the Dalles, 50 Government Camp, very mild up at that pass elevation. Central Oregon, we're in the low to mid 50s, and then even on the east side, most folks over there in the 40s and 50s. Burns a bit cooler at 34 degrees. So winds right now gusting up to 36 up in Astoria, 32 down in Newport. We're also getting gusts of 23 in Kelso. It's pretty much the strongest that we're talking about a 24 mile an hour gust there in LeGrand. Forecast at the coast today, we'll be looking at the rainy, windy conditions, winds, as I mentioned, gusting over 60 miles per hour. Highs will be in the upper 50s. We'll see that rain push in just a little bit later this morning in the valley and into the afternoon with the gusty winds. Highs upper 50s to about 60 degrees like in Portland. And then we go into the gorge. It'll be a little bit later into the day that we'll see it make its way to the west end of the gorge with the rainy conditions. West winds gusting over 40 miles per hour. Highs will go as warm as 64 at the Dalles to 56 Multnomah Falls. We're going to see rain up at Mount Hood, but then that snow level is going to drop pretty quickly this evening down about 3,000 feet. So we should wake up tomorrow morning with plenty of snow over the passes, 3 to 6 inches likely up there. 50 will be the high at Government Camp, 38 at Timberline, 54 Welch's. Central and eastern Oregon, we'll see increasing clouds over there. Some of those showers developing as well as the gusty winds. Highs mainly in the 60s, in fact, up to 68 in Pendleton. Baker will go to 57. That 7-day forecast we mellowed out a little bit with just isolated showers. Much cooler tomorrow, high 49. Fog to sun Wednesday and 51. Rain in the afternoon on Thursday into Friday. Highs pretty close to 50 both days. And then a dry weekend, partly cloudy, highs in the low 50s.